I'm currently sat in Wells in Somerset, and this is the city that the film Hot Fuzz was filmed to some greater or lesser degree. Great film if you've not seen it. I do like the guy that goes yarp, yarp. And the people that live around here certainly have the same accent as in the film. It is very Somersetish, should we say. So we're coming up to the end of June 2026. Yes, we are. It's beautiful weather, beautiful. And I'm on my way back north from Cornwall, which was absolutely fantastic weather. Come and sit down, Susie. Susie and I had a great time. Ayatollah is currently in that church, or cathedral, should I say, having a walk around and enjoying the history of the cathedral while I'm sat out here recording this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everyone. My name is Richard, hence Dickie. If you're already subscribed, I thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, bugger off. Go and bugger off. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. And that's a joke. The bugger off bit. So I've been thinking about this over the last week or two. I'm a bit concerned that our Chancellor of the Exchequer, don't need to mention her name, because that may change in a week or two. That the Chancellor of the Exchequer has been to the IMF over in Europe for whatever reason. And I see two options, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not an economist. They're going begging for reprieve of the £3 trillion debt, of which the IMF may do something about it. Or she's going to ask if the Bank of England can start printing money. Either way, inflation will rise. Susie, calm down. Susie, calm down. Come and sit here. So, inflation will rise. So that means the price of a loaf of bread will go up from £1 to something else, hopefully not £2. Which means the value of your savings, or the value of my savings, will go down, because the value of my savings will not double in context of the example I gave with the bread. It won't suddenly change from, let's say, £10,000 to £20,000 and still have the same buying power. The buying power I have with my current saved £10,000, as an example, will reduce. Susie, calm down. Calm down. So to offset that, there are a couple of options, and I'm no financial advisor. I could go and buy currency in another more stable country. So I could go and take that £10,000 and, let's say, go and buy, as an example, American dollars. And then when all the shit's finished in the UK, where all the inflation's gone crazy and everything's doubled in price, I am coming onto motorbikes, I can then sell my dollars back for pounds, so that instead of it being £10,000 sat in a bank account, that I can then sell my dollars and have £18,000 back in the bank account, so overcoming the problem of inflation. Alternatively, I could use motorcycles as a commodity. So with my £10,000, I could go and buy, let's say, a Suzuki GSX 1000, GSX S 1000, which is currently £10,500. And in a year or two's time, when I sell it, and have had a year and a two's riding and enjoyment, I could then sell it for not 10,500 or even less than 10,500, but through inflation and the value of goods doubling in price or whatever it is, you could then sell that GSX S1000 for £16,000. Therefore, you've not lost out in the reduced value of your savings. What do you think? You tell me. Using motorbikes as a commodity. It's just a thought. You've got to tell me, what would you do? What do you think, Susie? It's a really difficult time when the Chancellor of the Exchequer goes for a specific meeting to the IMF. It just tells us that we are in a terrible state. I'm not bothered what they say on TV, on BBC News, when they stood there saying the economy's never been finer and with the best growing economy in the G7. I don't see that. I just don't see it. And I would hate for the buying power of my savings to suddenly plummet. Are you in that situation? I guess there's a lot of people in that situation. Working with a particular motorcycle dealership, virtually all of the purchases are cash now. No finance. People have got cash to go and buy motorcycles. Come here, sweetheart. So if they've got cash, then that cash is stored somewhere. Probably earning no more than 4% in interest, which does not keep up with the rate of inflation anyway. But I think that's not a bad idea. I could just go and buy a motorbike, see the next 2 years out where inflation goes up and up and up, and it ends up being sorted out, and ultimately the GSX, brand new GSX S1000. Hello.
Hi, you're right. Is that a camera?
Yes, it is.
Do you mind pointing? Is it right just to look? It's just sat there and it looks like it's pointing straight at us.
No, it's pointing at, this points everywhere.
Oh, it's a 360 one, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm only recording myself.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. It's just because it was over there and then it turned round.
Oh, no, I'm turning it round because I don't want the stitch angle. I can cut this out. The stitch angle, which is here, I don't want that pointing at the church because I want to get the church in. And I don't want the stitch down the centre of the church.
Okay, cool. No worries.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not pointing it, it's pointing at everything.
Okay. Right.
So, what was I saying? I can't remember. There you go. People are getting paranoid about cameras in public. By the way, you can use cameras in public in the UK. There we are, puppy. This is the problem with the 360-degree camera. There's two lenses on it, so it's pointing in every direction. People get paranoid. People were not so paranoid 20 years ago. What do you think? What do you think? Interesting times. Interesting times. Anyway, back to the subject in hand. Thinking about an oncoming rush of inflation, possibly, could you use a motorcycle as a commodity to make sure the value of your money doesn't plummet? So instead of leaving it in a savings account or whatever, where £10,000 suddenly has the buying power of half of what that is in the future, maybe, as an example. Wait there, Susie. Do you buy something that'll increase in value due to the inflation factor? Am I talking utter rubbish? You tell me. Would you be happy for the buying power of £10,000 to be suddenly reduced to the equivalent of £5,000 today? Tell me what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll soon be back on the motorcycles. My knee is much better. My leg is much better now, taking that cocodamol, if you haven't seen that previously. Susie! But yeah, there we go. There we go. Ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.